and if you've seen me do it on HSN, there's a lot of great things, including, it's amazing, one of the best things you can make in an air fryer, souffle. You can make a great souffle in 2 minutes in an air fryer, and perfect every time. It's unbelievable. You can only do 1 or 2, unfortunately, right? Although now I just saw El Fryer Grande over there. I mean, you can fry half in Chicago, but it works really well for souffles, and it works actually the best s'mores machine in the world. You take a graham cracker, a piece of chocolate, and a big old jumbo marshmallow, and you air fry it. It gets GB&D, golden brown delicious. You never dropped it into the fire. You don't have to worry about the stick. You don't get hair, smoky hair. You get a perfect s'mores out of an air fryer. So it has its great purposes. It cannot be your only cooking, machine or tool in your house though. Especially if you live in New York or have a boat or an RV. The air fryers are great for that, right? Because there's no flame.
Time for one more question? Do you have time for one more?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I had nothing to do.
Oh, there we go.
I don't know where you are. Where are you?
Right here.
Oh, hi.
Nice to meet you. I wanted to ask you your opinion on sous vide and cooking with sous vide. Do you do any...
Sous vide. I've cooked sous vide. Quick history. Sous vide was invented at Cornell University like 80 years ago. And no one in America wanted to do it because it looked like bird's eye peas boiled in a bag. Like, this is haute cuisine? No, we're not doing it. The French, like, hey, this stuff is great. We're going to call it sous vide. And the French then started getting 1, 2, and 3 Michelin stars using sous vide technique. For those that may not know, it's vacuum packed or just in a Ziploc too. You don't have to cryovac it, right? It used to be the cryovac machine is so expensive, which it is. And the sous vide is just a circulator that maintains a temperature that you want. 125.5, 135.8, whatever it is, depending on the meat and protein you're cooking. It's an amazing way of getting perfectly cooked proteins every single time. And nowadays you can just use a normal plastic bag and just use those big clips you do in the lawyer's office, those black clips. If you clip the bag to the side of your vessel, it could be this, it could be a plastic vessel, it doesn't matter. Grab Thomas Keller, Under Pressure, is probably one of the better or best sous vide book out there, but there's plenty of sous vide books. If you want perfect medium rare or medium well beef or whatever it is, if you want infused chicken, you put garlic and olive oil and then you have your chicken in there and you can cook it. It's pretty much foolproof. What it doesn't do is give you texture. So I always take, if I was doing steak and whatnot, at the end I give it a quick sear. Because you like that crackling, sizzling texture that steak should have. But it's amazing. It'll be perfect medium, that perfect color all the way through, besides just the 2 edges that you just seared. So I'm a big fan of sous vide. But you have to be careful, right? The careful part, people talk about the botulisms and all this stuff, that only happens when you cryovac something that's not good, right? So if something's borderline, like the chicken smells a little bit, don't ever cryovac it, because then that, no air environment, bacteria will freaking triple, quadruple, and before you know, you have an experiment, and then that experiment goes in your stomach, and then you lost a couple days. But sous vide is great, especially for all of us restaurants that have banquets. You're trying to do 50 people, beef tenderloin. You can literally set it and forget it. I wish I invented that quote. It's the best quote ever, but you can really do it with sous vide. And one tip for everyone that does sous vide, start with warm, if not hot water. Don't burn your sous vide motor out by starting with cold water and getting it to 130. Start with 130 water and just keep it at 130. It'll add 10 years to your machine if you don't have it bring up cold water, right? I think I'm being kicked off. You guys, thank you very much. Please come if you want to eat some of my food. I'm over at Aroma booth at 3 o'clock. I have a beautiful pork butt that's been cooking for 6 hours. And I'm slicing it up at 3 o'clock because we have this new dub where Aroma's booth is. Come on, how good are we? Anyone? Anyone? I'll tell you. Where are my people? I know I have it here somewhere.
It's all right, we'll find it.
Sandy, what's the booth for Aroma? Please. 12,531, 12,531 Lakeside, 12,531 Aroma. I'm doing a great rice pilaf and this beautiful sliced pork. So come by. If you guys want, I'll give you some business cards. If anyone wants to come to Blue Dragon, come on up. My email's on there. Just so we made it Housewares, and I'll certainly get you a table and take some of your money. There's one more thing. Sorry, Jason. On my heart is my charity, Family Reach. 10 seconds. Family Reach is the only national charity that financially helps families with cancer. We've all been touched by cancer. I've been touched really directly. A lot of us have been as well. The number one cause of personal bankruptcy in this country today is cancer. You get cancer, that's horrific, especially if it's your child. But the fact that you may end up homeless because you can't afford the cost of cancer, which